Buongiorno everyone, welcome back to the player ratings after that 4-1 win over Fulham. Make sure you guys are popping yours in the comments as we go along. We'll start off with Nick Pope, who unfortunately was denied a clean sheet in the last minute there at Craven Cottage. That's a shame, but I mean, I did about as much work the day as Nick Pope in terms of shot stopping because he had nothing to do. He literally had a very easy day at Graft today. Nick Pope, he may as well have been in the stands with the Toon Army and Gual Karang. So, Gual. You may as well have been in the stands with him, the new young Aussie kid who was pictured in the stands today. May as well have been chilling with him. Had nothing to do, but conceded at the end. Give him an 8 out of 10. Captain Trippier, unbelievable. Absolute world class, Kieran Trippier. We can see it, see why we signed him, what he brings to the side. He was unbelievable. The amount of times he was getting down that right-hand side, making things happen, getting into space, creating opportunities, getting the cross in. He had an important part to play in the opening goal as well. He was sheer class down that right-hand side, Trippier. Always in the good areas, always dangerous. 8 out of 10. Fabian Schär, nice and easy day for the defence as well, really, wasn't it? And Fabian Schär looked cool as usual. Cool performance by Schär. I think he mastered it. He didn't have much problems, but going forward, he was good as well. You know, he had to get some good balls were sprayed across from Fabian Schär today, and he did well. Good performance from Schär. Give him an 8. Sven Botman, though. Sven Botman, again, not like he had much to deal with, but when he did it with so much ease and composure and class. He's just oozing sauce, Botman, oozing class. Sven Botman, what a signing he looks to be. He was very quick in the tackle of the day. He looked very sharp. He was brilliant. He's absolutely class, Sven Botman. He's reading the game very well, getting in the way of things before they have a chance to materialise. 9 out of 10 for me, Sven Botman. Dan Bin at left back as well. Did a brilliant job at left back. I thought he was class, especially first half. For a big bloke, he's very quick and he gets forward well. He was doing well down that left-hand side, making a nuisance of himself. Nearly scored. Had a good chance. It was a good strike as well. Wilson has the rebound. Wilson definitely should have scored. He hit the post. But Bin was brilliant at left back. I thought he did a class job there. He can have a 9 out of 10. This bloke, though, Bruno Guimarães, back in the side, back showing who's boss. The quality of Bruno is just ridiculous. To come back from injury and just boss the game like that. Now, Fulham was sitting deep, especially after they got down to 10 men. That allowed Bruno time and space in the middle of the park to dictate play, and he was just so decisive and so brilliant. His vision is out of this world. That assist for Almirón's volley is second to none. That is a world-class assist. That's a Ronaldinho-type assist. That Bruno, next level. What a player he is. Totally changes the dynamic of the team when he comes into it. I thought he was amazing. 10 out of 10. Sean Longstaff, pleased for Sean to get a goal. He reacted well to a chance and got his goal. And he was knackered by the end of it. He was completely blown out of his arse. He was paggered. And that shows he's put a shift in. And like everyone today gave 110%. And they can all walk off the pitch proud. They really grafted today. And Sean was a big part of that. I thought he was very, very good. He battled throughout the game. He was the one that got the foul for the sending off. For them going out to 10 men, it was a late challenge on him. Showed toughness to pick yourself up and carry on. And he always wanted the ball. I sometimes don't like how he plays the simple pass, even though you do kind of need a player in the team to do that. Sometimes there's good runs from Murphy and Almirón that he wasn't picking out. He plays the straight pass sideways 5 yards. But no, today I cannot criticise him. I thought he was very, very good. Got his goal. Pleased for him. Worked his arse off. 9 out of 10. Joe Willock, I think that's the best performance I've seen from Joe Willock in a long time. I thought Willock was brilliant today. He got 2 assists and he was always moving towards Fulham's goal. He was always head up, driving at Fulham, driving at their defence, trying to get a goal, trying to make things happen. Got 2 assists, as I've said. And he was class. He was energetic, full of energy throughout the game, full of energy throughout the full game, moving the ball forward. I thought he was a joy to watch. He was getting into the box, dangerous areas. I think a goal is coming soon for Joe Willock. He scored against Fulham last time he played against them in COVID times at Craven Cottage. So Willock was very, very good and impressed me. Very impressive. Very good to see him getting up to what we know we can do. After the loan spell, we know what he's capable of. So hopefully we'll see more of that next week. It's home to Brentford. 9 out of 10 for Willock. Some good high ratings today. And they're not going to get much higher than MIGGY. Now, this sentence, I said in the watch along, I never thought I'd say in my life, watching Almirón for the past couple of years. But here it comes. World-class finish by Miguel Almirón. I never thought them two would go in the same bracket because we're being critical before of Almirón's finishing. His end product hasn't quite been there. But that is outrageous today. Go ahead and watch the live watch-along for the instant, the live reaction to his goal. I'm stunned. I'm completely stunned. I couldn't believe what my eyes were seeing when that went in. I just couldn't get over it. The finish is world-class. The assist from Bruno, the run from Almirón, the left foot volley from Almirón, looping into the top corner. What a goal that is. What a strike. It's amazing. It's outrageous. It's world-class. It's an absolute worldie. It's a belter. It's a streamer. Any other word you can think of, get them in there because it deserves it. But what a performance as well. What a performance from Almirón. Best performance I've ever seen him. The best performance from Almirón ever. It was a masterclass. It was amazing. He was unreal. And he had a hat-trick as well, but it was ruled out for offside. He scored a third. Good finish again with his left foot, but it was ruled out for offside. I mean, finally we're seeing the Almirón that we thought we were signing for a record fee at the time from the MLS. Yeah, we don't want to see MLS, but he's done it for Paraguay as well. We're finally seeing some goals to match his work rate, and so pleased for him today. So 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 for Almirón. Jacob Murphy, who was on the left wing today, I thought he was very good. Now, before the game, a lot of criticism was shielded towards Murphy and the team selection of why Murphy's playing. I didn't have a problem with it. I said it in the watch-along before the game started. I think he's going to have a good game. I think Ryan Fraser's been poor when he's been given a chance, especially against Bournemouth the other week at St James's. I thought that was a chance for him to do well against his former side. He didn't. Murphy today took his chance. He had some very good runs. He battled hard. He always looked like a threat, but it's still... There was one moment in the game where there's players out wide on the right. There's 3 or 4 of them on a counter-attack, and he chooses to shoot from outside the box. Poor decision that. Dragged it wide. But apart from that, I thought his runs were brilliant. His first touch was very good today. He was driving at the defenders. He was being a nuisance for Mbabu down that side, the ex-Newcastle defender. Kevin Mbabu was not having a good day against him. Murphy was constantly winning corners and winning battles. And it would have been nice for him to get a goal. But he did everything but. I thought he was very, very good today, Jacob Murphy, and staked a good claim with injuries to Isaac and St. Maximin not being there again. Murphy was very good today. I give him an 8 out of 10. Do I give him a 9 like everyone else? Whatever. Callum Wilson, though, Newcastle's number 9, didn't take him long to get back amongst the goals. It should have been even quicker, to be honest, because he hit the post early on, scuffed the shot right, hit the post, should have scored there. But again, Callum Wilson, just like Bruno, huge difference to the team. Changes the dynamic. A natural striker like him. Instinctive goal scorer. That's how he gets his first goal. Willock should score, but Wilson is ready and waiting at the back post to tap it in, and that's the sign of a proper number 9, a proper forward. Right place, right time. Like Michael Owen back in the day, like Ruud van Nistelrooy. Everyone like in that bracket always gets into, can read the game well and can judge what might happen, where the ball might land, where the opportunity might come. Wilson's very good at that. His movement going forward, his runs, his decision-making, very good. I've just put down the hitting the post, down to a bit of rust. He's been out for a month or so, probably longer actually. So he gives the team a different style going forward. He gives a bit more belief to the attackers that he'll be there if the ball goes into the box, or he'll be beating his defender. Or, he did a lovely little turn and just put one over the bar as well. If Callum Wilson could stay fit, he'd be an elite striker. He'd be world class. I'm telling you, his numbers would be ridiculous. If he wasn't made of poppadoms, he'd be unbelievable, because he is unbelievable. It's just he's too injured all the time. So, but Wilson today, let's hope he came off earlier. Let's hope he's fit for next week and we can see him at St. James Park, because every time Wilson plays, I think he's going to score. And more often than not, he does. Brilliant from Newcastle's number 9 today. 9 out of 10. Quickly on The subs now, we did make all 5 subs in total, 3 of them being defenders in the 82nd minute, so we're not going to mark them. Normally have to play at least 10-15 minutes or make a big contribution. Elliot Anderson, though, tried his best to make a contribution. He came on with just over half an hour to go, and I thought he did well. He had a good chance where he decided to try and find Almirón at the back post, but he was looking a bit lively, looking a bit of a threat towards Fulham's defences. Fearless is always running at the back line, so decent, Elliot Anderson. For them reasons, you can have a 7 out of 10. Ryan Fraser, who came on in the 65th minute, did score. Should have held his run, but it was a very, very good finish. Ryan Fraser with a lovely lobbed finish, which did make it 5-1 for a second or two, but didn't quite hold his run. Shame, would have been nice that. It was close. So Fraser, when he came on the bench, pretty good as well. He can have a 7 as well. And rounded off with Eddie Howe. Perfect. Absolutely nailed it today. You know, the game plan was perfect. Sometimes when you go down to 10 men, you know, people may look at that and think, well, they won 4-1 the day, but they were down to 10 men for them. What can it? Sometimes going down and playing against 10 men can be harder than playing against 11 men because they put everyone behind the ball, they play the block, they make it life difficult. Our players are the opposition with 11, then try and rush decisions, rush passing, rush the process of trying to get a goal, panic and whatnot. Newcastle didn't. I think it was very important that getting that goal that Wilson got just after 10 minutes really sorted out, because the longer Fulham held on, the more difficult life would have been for Newcastle. But Eddie Howe, the game plan today, you've got to give him credit for picking Murphy, bringing Bruno back into the side. You know, Wilson was there. Everything worked well today. It was a very, very good day. I mean, you could see that the substitutions were too much. Bringing on 3 defenders, pretty much changing the entire back line. We conceded a goal, but when you're 4-0 up, it didn't really matter. Eddie Howe today, the football was sexy. It was entertaining. Well, brilliant in that first half. Unbelievable in that first half. So dominant, possession-based, constantly looking a threat on Fulham's goal, scoring goals. Nearly a perfect performance, wasn't it, really? It pretty much was. Ball conceding a goal and maybe getting 1 or 2 more, but team selection, nailed it. Tactics, nailed it. 3 points in the bag, nailed it. 9 out of 10 for Eddie, just because we conceded late on. Let's have a quick look at the comments then, what you are saying for the chat before I sign out. It's been a busy day. Make sure you check out the reaction, check out the watch along for the live reaction to the goals. The Paraguayan assassin, imagine if he could. Bruno does make us a lot better. Miggy 10 out of 10. Miggy 11 out of 10. Shout out Brandon from NFTV. Shout out Brandon. Longstaff 9. Willock 9. Longstaff 9. When Bruno left, we instantly got worse. That's true. What else are you saying? Bruno wears a magic hat. Botman 10. Bruno 10. Trippier 8. Trippier 9. Pope under a 6. I think that's a bit harsh. What a performance from the boys. Happy days then. Good stuff. All right, let us know what you are saying in the comments if you're watching this back, you haven't watched it live. Smash that like button, subscribe to MIGGY Channel TV, and enjoy yourself. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, people. Have a good one.